Okay, so here you want to differentiate the function. We have g of x equals 5e to the x times the square root of x, and we're going to use the product rule. So the first thing is, we're going to call the first variable term, we're going to call this f, and then we'll call the second variable term h. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we're going to let f represent 5e to the x, and then we're going to let h equal the square root of x, or we can just call this x to the 1/2. Okay, so now in step number 2, we're going to find a derivative of each. So the derivative of f is 5e to the x, and the derivative of h is going to be 1/2 x to the negative 1/2. Okay, so now we're going to use the product rule to find g prime. So to find g prime of x, okay, it's going to be f times h prime plus f prime times h. So we know f is 5 times e to the x times h prime, which is 1/2 x to the negative 1/2, and then plus 5e to the x times h, which is x to the 1/2. Okay, so the first thing we can do is we can now factor out the 5e to the x. So let's go ahead and do that. So we have 5e to the x times 1/2 x to the negative 1/2 plus x to the 1/2. Okay, so now let's just take a look at this, the second part of this multiplication. So if we have 1/2 x to the negative 1/2 plus x to the 1/2, okay, we can factor out an x to the negative 1/2. And by doing that, if we factor out an 1/2 x to the negative 1/2, well, that means we're going to get 1 here. Plus, if we factor out 1/2 x to the negative 1/2, well, what we're going to end up with is 2x. Because if we take 1/2 x to the negative 1/2 and then multiply that by 2x, well, we're going to get the following. We get x to the 1/2. And that's how we get it back here. So therefore, we can now write this as 1/2 x to the negative 1/2. We can factor that out, and then we have 2x plus 1. So therefore, we're going to come over here now and then write this as 5e to the x okay. Again, so we have 5e to the x times 1/2 x to the negative 1/2 times 2x plus 1. And so here, if we wanted to, we can just go ahead and just multiply the constants. So we have 5 over 2 e to the x to the negative 1/2 times 2x plus 1. Or if we want to write the radical as a positive value, we would say that this would be 5e to the x over 2 times the square root of x times 2x plus 1. So therefore, that would be the derivative, either one of those.